leading with corporate systems that I want us to look at, we look at Moses' leadership model.
Okay.
How he created a structure for leading an organization, right? The few principles that we took from there, I just want to maybe list them. One, we found out that you should never lead alone, and leading alone is not good. It is not good for the leader. It is not good for the people. And we also learn that leading creates structure in organization. Leaders must create structure in organization. And 7, we learn that leading with structure requires a skill to identify and select capable people. You cannot just have a structure without being able to teach and train and select capable people to do those tasks. Number 8, we learn that leading with structure allows everyone to function at their capabilities. We made a distinction so that we learn that people are not capable of doing the same thing. Some are capable for more, some are capable for less. And you should never overtask them or undertask them. The last one, we learn that leading with structure makes work easier and allowed leaders to focus on important work. So we put an emphasis on this one to say having a structure does not mean you need to be lazy, but it allows you to focus on more important issues and most difficult issues, so that your energy, your focus is directed at few issues and you win on those issues. Because what would tend to happen, Babu Kumbi, if we don't focus on these important issues, you as the leader, you will be undermined.
Will I be wrong if I can summarize?
Yes.
I can summarize what you have just said. Njengento ethi akumsiza umuntu ukuplana ebese ngenzi lutho.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it doesn't help. Angithi sonke lesi structure, according to Moses, the model yakhe uthi is to ease the burden on you. You share it, not that you eliminate the burden on you. You share the load of the work, so that when you're going to focus only on those big and important issues. So my point was, if a leader, Babu Kumbi Nomlaleli, does not focus on these big problems and difficult problems, what will happen is people will believe that they are capable of solving them, which is not a problem. And what will happen as a result, the leader is going to be undermined because they are not focusing at the core of their work. And they look lazy. I know Guti, there's always very perception Guti, our patabenzi luto. No. That is not true. At the level, people at the lowest level, they cannot see the problems that leaders are dealing with because they are not supposed to see them, because they have to be occupied with something that is in their capability, right? So what happens at the top, that's where SAT, let's try and look what happens at the top. Yes, because most of us are down there. We look at what happens in the top and then we play there because it is important. So the purpose of us leading with corporate structures is so that we ease the burden and we focus on the most important work. And
Mana Babos Kakari,
yes.
Kona lente efikayo ukuthi ama approach.
Yes.
Ukuthi yipi approach lokho kungenza ngamini ngikusuka ekutheni uthi sifanele solunguza sibuke ukuthi kwenzakalane at the top there.
Yes.
Sengithi ke yipi approach eba relevant for a successful structure le ethi it downwards approach or upwards approach?
Most of the time, but neither or. But kufanele ukuthi asebenze O2.
Okay.
So our information must flow up and must flow down. And kune headship principle. And just khuluma ngo corporate.
Yes.
Ngizoyichaza kancane ukuze izo understandeka kahle. So babukumbi sikhuluma ngokuthi ke, so if you work in a corporate structure, it makes work easier. Not that it eliminates the work. It makes work easier. Because when it comes to growth, that's where a problem comes. A leader who's doing most of the things, especially where they do not add much value, they will stop the organization from growing. The leader will stop the organization from growing.
Kusho ukuthi kusuke qale kumingqondo qala kuyena. Ama limitations lokhoza ability yakhe akwazi ukulimita the whole thing.
Angithi babugome, the more you are not focused. They say, those who speak well, they say you are doing a business, not a business, right? Because you're focusing on many things, and yet you have the capacity within the structure to allocate those tasks to. And as a result, where you're supposed to be focusing, you're not paying enough and full attention to those matters. And then that's where most problem comes from. And then the creativity of the leader diminishes because they're looking at technical work all the time. And then their growth, their creativity then starts to diminish because they're always working on regular stuff, right? Not for growth, you see. So there must be, obviously, we're looking at the body, right? One thing maybe we need to explain this term, corporate. It seems fancy. I like it in our days. There's a term, I'm not too sure if you're familiar with it. They call them corporate hands.
Oh, wow.
So you put on your heel and you go there. Laba farmer boots and apparel laba reflector verts and then bathatama selfies with corporate hand captions and then they go to work. So it's like a higher standard and it is perceived as something that has a status quo in the society, right? But I just want to narrow it down so that we understand and then we look at the principles underlining there so that it doesn't look like something that's too glamorous for us to achieve.
Yes.
It is practically achievable. Uma ubuka igama elithi corporate, it's a Latin word from corpus.
Okay.
Abanye who have interacted with the word, they will understand corporal punishment. So you body punish the person. So it speaks of a body. So the idea,
body as a structure or body as a physical.
Yes, angithi kahle I'm getting ahead of myself. Khona ngisho naleli gama lethi organization. Igama elithi organization, they take it from the French. So lona, it speaks of Latin, liti organum.
Okay.
What does it mean? It means a tool or instrument. You find words like organ. Keyboard.
Keyboard, yes.
Because it is infused with organized structure as a tool for music. So also the organization is described as an organum. In Latin, it means a tool or an instrument by which you wish to achieve certain result. So, as an example, Nala, when a body is perceived as a structure, because umabuga like business terms like firm, a firm, A firm, yeah, it's something that is structured. Very important. So you say it's a firm because you want it to have a structure. A company means a group. It also forms a structure. So those are corporate terms that are normally used. An entity, almost the same word as organization. So these words basically, if you narrow them down, they mean the same thing, structure. So also corporate also teaches us about structure. The reason why it speaks of a body, it's for that reason. I want to just quote what the Apostle Paul speaks of, because he also uses this model of a body. So I want us to look at 1 Corinthians chapter 12, and so start from verse 12. Oti, for just as the body is one and has many members, and all the members of the body, though many, are one body, so it is with Christ. Beautifully put. So obviously, ukuthi a body has many parts. In the corporate world, in organizations, they will use stuff like, or words like depart. I'm telling you, depart. You remove a part. It's a part of the organization. So La, he uses the word members, similar or synonym of part.
Yeah.
It's people who are a part of the unit, right? And then when we look at verse 14, he goes on to say, for the body does not consist of one member, but of many. Le model le is, it speaks of to the same model Moses ayikhuluma uJethro ukuthi never lead alone, for the body does not consist of one member but of many. That is why when we seek to serve, let us get rid of the mentality of trying to serve alone. Because a structure cannot have one part.
So ngicabanga njalo ukuthi kuma firm amakhulu uthola ukuthi kuona ahlukanisiwe within one firm, ahlukanisiwe kube nama department laba benza ukuthi laba benza ukuthi laba benza ukuthi, but into ezophuma lapho izobe comprised of all material ephuma kulama department sekuphuma into eyodwa.
Yes, angithi ke babugumi, you're just nailing it on the head manje. Towards our conclusion, sifuna ukubuka the body, right? So the body, one of the most important, and maybe this also needs to be said, the head is not the most important part of the body. I so hope ukuthi abaholi bangizwa kahle. It is very crucial. It is of high importance. The body cannot survive without the head, right? In this narrative, we kuluma about leaders, right? But also, Babu Kumbi nomlaleli, it must also be noted that the parts or the members of the body, they also form a crucial part. Why? For the head cannot also exist without the body.
Emzimbeni womuntu umuntu ukelinyazwe enhlizweni
Yebo.
ebese yawa angaphinde futhi avuke.
Yes.
Kodwa sometimes umuntu uyalimala ekhanda aqhubeke ame ngoba inhliziyo ibeat yenhliziyo is still working,
still taking the part. That's where Babu Kumbi gets crucial, and that's where we need to sometimes put our guard down as leaders. The reason why Babu Kumbi we're teaching on this with such earnesty, it's so that our belief system as leaders changes. Whereas Babu Kumbi, if you do not believe in leading in a corporate system, you find no rest. It's a very stressful life because even if maybe someone at your age, Babu Kombi, your son, you are welcoming in this world your first granddaughter, a beautiful moment. And then in your pocket, a phone rings, just a vibration, and stresses you, and you're linking things that you left at work, but you cannot leave at work because you do not function in a corporate system. You are not leading in a structure. And all the unnecessary problems, you have to take them in your heart. You feel every emotion.
You are on an official vacation, but because sekuwe iplug in your office, sekufanele usuke wena la okhona usuya e-office for a plug.
Yes.
Ngoba abekho abantu capacitate ukuthi iplug ivuswa kanjani.
Angithi babukumbi even trust. Lenda disikhuluma ngayo like in the previous week. People who are trustworthy, that's where you work in an organization, building up trustworthy people so that when you're not available, the structure continues. Yabo? Akusho ukuthi uma ikhanda lifike lobuthongo inhliziyo fanele ime. There are time for rest, but the structure needs to continue. Very important. Okay, so while we're looking at this, sibuka ukuthi ke in the body there are different tasks. And one thing that must be also noteworthy here, just as a point of encouragement, is to understand that if you want to lead effectively, one, we know that you can't do it alone. We have to accept that. The reason why we keep on emphasizing it, Babu Kombi, we must lose and unlearn lento ngabathembi abantu. I know what it's out there in the society. To love them all but trust no one. There is no organization that can go forward without trusting people. And one of the responsibility of a leader is almost every day you give power away. You give power away. You delegate. You give people authority to do things.
And the element of trust.
Yes. So we book an element of trust within the individual because organizations are birthed out of people. So how a leader perceives people becomes then very crucial. Because if you're a person that has gotten used to not trusting people, there is very limited capacity within your delegation because people will always have to consult you in every step of the way.
Should you disappear for whatever reason, no matter you exit a company leyo, it dies.
It dies.
If ayikho impartation eyenziwa.
Maybe one thing, Babu Kombi, esingayifunda nomlaleli ukuthi, look at God. I always stress this. As leaders, God is not for religion. God is for our own reflection and for our own likeness and for our own training. Someone who's focusing on God is focusing on themselves, getting better, right? So God is a God of cycles. He believes in systems. He works in systems. You see, God did one project. It's called Project Earth. When he did Project Earth, I'm just going to isolate one thing from there. So what he did was created trees, put seed in them, and in their fruit put seed there. That's the second place, right? So whenever a tree reaches a capacity of full-blown, full growth, full glory, in its matured stage, it does not forget to produce a seed so that the next generation is birthed. So the oxygen that is a demand for the earth to function does not cease because there's a system. So God put these things in place, and then we should learn from such things that whenever I create a thing, that's why you find, Babu Kumi, that people that have had 2 companies, they do not stop. Because they found the system. They don't have to be there. They believe in the system more than they believe in themselves. And that's very important as a leader, not to believe in yourself more than the systems that you have created. Because the systems are for producing the work that's in your heart.
Yazi ngicabanga anganoma ngicabanga kahle ngicabanga iexample engibuka kuma team amathathu amakhulu ebhola eSouth Africa.
Yes.
Where I see the founders noma abantu who are at the top. Patrice Motsepe is hardly in the country.
Yeah.
But the team is functioning
doing very well. Exceptionally well,
yes.
in fact.
Umtaung is at his age. But the team is still functioning,
yes,
because of the systems. Ngizama ukubeka into engabasobala kithina silalele emakhaya ukuthi he does not need to sit on the bench.
That's a very powerful example, Babu Kumi, because I know people fear business. So now you're taking it in sports. So that means it can be applied universally. It can be applied universally. And that is why we're taking this time, Babu Kumi, with all this earnesty and fervency, to say that let's change our belief system. Because when we always doing stuff alone, it's like the narrative that I believe most black people have come to be in good terms with, to say that if you go to university, you qualify, you get an employment, if you die, it dies with you. Someone else is going to replace you. So they're looking at a family structure, a family corporation, to say that, okay, so if I get employed, I work there, I cannot allow, or that system does not allow anyone in my family to inherit that. So then they say, okay, we believe that we need to have family businesses. So they're saying now, I've seen other systems, they're not working for this organization. So now in this organization, I want to empower my own organization so that it continues.
In fact, vision is very far. Ngoba is looking at generations.
Yes. So Angiti, that's why we're saying now, you as the founder or the father in the family, or whoever that you might be, you're saying that I want to create a system that can be taught and be replicated by many generations. So I'm so sorry. Flu. Into Babu Kumi that we can agree on. Normal fun lege, we need to accept if we don't agree. There are names on earth, family names, that are treated with highest of respect. It does not come from just a man with a desire. It comes from a man who put a system, and that system functioned, and then they train other people to take over those systems. So, umaskuluma about leading effectively, you cannot lead without investing in a corporate system. Because in corporate system, as we explained, you might be the head, but you understand that it is the members that will make sure that the work gets done.
So can anybody be a leader? Especially, we are talking corporately, especially where you are a leader that is going to sit in the office, in your office, at your level, but you don't even visit the structures that are below you. You don't even understand what is happening there. You only know the output, but within those other departments.
I'm going to answer you with Paul's two answers. 1 Corinthians 12, that's verse 26. Look at what he says, just to give a straight answer. If one member suffers, all suffer together. If one member is honored, all rejoices together. Ngifuna Sibu 21, where we're trying to make us understand the need. Because if we don't understand the need, we're going to overlook it. And they just have, I don't know, they call it fake courage, bravado, where a person will just, people who are optimistic, they just believe it's going to work out. In a structure, you cannot exercise such things.
Assumption.
No, you can't work on assumption. There must be structure and there must be members that are going to deliver what is required. Okay, so if you look at verses 21, it says, the eye cannot say to the hand, I have no need of you. Nor again the head to the feet. How does the head stand? Without the feet. So, on the contrary, the parts of the body that seems to be weaker are indispensable, means they are irreplaceable. Babukomi, this is what we learn here. Very important, that there is a need. I think verses 21, but maybe let's not worry about it. So, this is how God designed the body. Let's look from the creator now. We're looking at systems, right? So he created them such that each body contributes. There's a verse that says that. We're telling that here. So each body, each member, right, contributes as the part of the body. So the eye is there for sight, vision. The feet is there for as a foundation to keep the structure intact. You see, so lo mbuzo obuzayo babukumbi ngifuna ukuphendula ingxenye yokuqala ukuthi then is everybody a leader? Lo question leyo cishe ngathi kwa Human Kings, it has been answered already. Every person was created by design to be a leader. I know sometimes we keynote speaker to a born leader and they try to make you exclusive from the rest. I think that's just courtesy and we're giving you a warm welcome. But everybody is a born leader. And in an organization, everyone is a leader. Bese ke sibuka lento the need for alignment in the body. There's some things that we call veins, tendons. Those things, they make sure that the body functions. In a corporate settings or an organization, we call it communication, lines of communications to be specific. So that's where it makes clear that, as Apostle Paul is saying here, and I cannot say I have no need of any other part. A head cannot say, I wonder why heads will say this. Because I don't know, heads have a tendency of saying such things.
Ngicabanga so operator the smallest section yekhanda.
In the brain.
Yeah.
Not the entire head.
Yeah.
Because you find these words being uttered like Jay randomly to say that
I can do it alone.
I can do it without you.
Without you.
Yeah, because a herd cannot move from one place to another, though they can imagine all of it.
Ngoba angithi i-challenge eqhamuka la when there is a demand eyenzeka at the same time in different points where you alone you are supposed to attend to them without having empowered omunye umuntu. You won't have somebody who is going to replace you and represent you the way you were going to do it.
Yes, Babu Kumbege, that's why we're saying, even though we are heads, like I've read a lot of business books, and if you conclude in what they're saying, most of the founders and CEOs, they will tell you that if you're a business owner, you must know your business like you know yourself. But that does not mean you do everything. Why? The head knows even when a toe gets pinched.
Yeah.
So, because a system of the body
is going to send it to the right place.
It's going to send it. So that's where leaders need to now get familiar with reporting. Reporting. Not you making a report. You receiving reports. And you cannot just receive reports without putting a structure for reporting. So that when there's a problem with the heels, instantly you know.
Concept accountability. Siyenza kanjani ingasabeki. Ngoba the way njengamanje kuma cooperate esivezwa ngayo isiyasabisa. Makuthiwa come an account. Ubuka on the negative side all the time. Is it not the way it is treated by those in power?
The element of fear, Babu Kumbe, most of the time it is bred by ignorance. So when people, for example, if for instance, Babu Kumbe, if I come to the office and say, I have a client that's not happy. Let's say, for example, you have a company of technicians who attend to breakdown. For example, it's a gas company, right? So the gas company has a problem, and some of the technicians that were sent were not able to solve it, right? And then the leader comes and say, the gas company has a problem. I've sent few delegates here. They have not done the work. I need you to tell me what happened, right? It becomes a bit tense for someone that has not been set down, made understood that, okay, for me as the leader to make decisions, I require informed information so that I can take informed decisions, right? So when people understand their part, their contribution in relation to the entire body, when we speak of accountability, they understand. I guess we're to basic understanding. We said when the toe gets pinched, the head understands, right? So accountability is not only to say that, we've done well. No, it's to also say, sometimes without even being asked, no, I'm feeling the pain here. I'm not getting through, I'm not making headway because of this and this and that. And most of the time, the people that are above you, they're supposed to have a solution. Why? They now looking at you putting all these things in place, but you cannot achieve what we want to achieve. So then someone needs to come down and work with you in that problem. When they have not come down, it's you going up to them to say, things are going okay. Things, I've done this, maybe like it's a weekly report, monthly report. Okay, this is what we have done, this is what we plan to do, and we're all happy.
Isystem ayikwenze wena ophansi ukwazi ukunderstanda ukuthi information is being waited for.
That is why you find that Babu Kumba diskhuluma ngale honesty. We need to conclude. So when we speak of honesty, trustworthy, right? One element that is a foundation in trustworthy is being honest. So honest speaks to pure, undiluted. So it's someone who feeds the information. So if you look at the word truth, it means like original information or original events. So you do not say it might have happened. No, you say this is what happened. This is what was done. This is what I did, so that when you present information in truth, that means whatever is being designed as the solution is for the right circumstances. Like going to a doctor, you give them the true symptoms. If you tell the doctor something that is not true, they're going to give you a wrong injection. They're going to administer a wrong solution. And then you're going to find yourself having a problem. So truth, therefore, becomes a foundation for trust in these cases. So that's why we're saying, as leaders, let us now change our belief system to say, I intend to work in a corporate system and lead in a corporate system because it's for the better and the best of all of us. Thank you very much, Babu Kumba.
I wish